You're in the middle of testing your XRP integration or whatever project you're currently developing. Your API quota is exhausted, or the public endpoint is down again, and you just need one more test wallet to finish whatever module you're developing or working on. Does that sound familiar? What if I told you there's a better way? I built a standalone XRP wallet generator that runs 100% locally on your machine. No API limits, no internet required, no rate limiting, just pure instant wallet generation whenever you need it. In this video, I'm showing you exactly how the tool solves the biggest pain point in XRP development, and at the end, I'll show you how you could get it for your own project. Stick with me. All right, let's be honest. As an XRP developer, we've all been there, using public APIs that go down during critical testing, or hitting your rate limits when you're in the flow of development, or even being worried that your test mnemonics or seed phrases are being logged somewhere. Again, we live in a world when there's more telemetry, more spying, more privacy concerns. The problem isn't that the tool doesn't exist. It's that they're not yours. They're not private. They're not offline. And they're definitely not instant. Now, the reason why I built this tool was, again, because of privacy. So I'm going to introduce to you this XRP wallet generation. First, let's boot it up. Let me close this instant and restart it here. You get a terminal. What it does, it generates a local private web server where you could access it on port 5000. Let's go ahead and do that. Now you have both a GUI to use it. You could use this GUI, but I built it with the end goal that you could use it as an endpoint, okay, for your development as a REST API, and I have provided that full guide. So let's dive into the features. Everybody's just dying to see, okay, what's this all about? Now, this uses BIP39 mnemonic phrases, okay? Everybody knows what a seed phrase is. There's like 12 words, you put it in, you get access to your wallet. Now here, this doesn't just generate a 12-word mnemonic phrase, okay? You can generate 15, 18, 21, up to 24, okay, with the bits of entropy. What does that mean? 12 words give you 128 bits of entropy. Perfect for testing. 24 words give you 256 bits of entropy for maximum security and for more sensitive test scenarios. So let's go to 12. I hit generate. Not only does it generate, but it validates it as well. Yep, this is a valid BIP39 mnemonic. This is real-time validation. I could click this as many times as I want and generate as many seed phrases, 12-word seed phrases as I want, and it's testing in real time that action. Now, just to demonstrate, what if I copy in a 12-word, right, mnemonic, no misspelling, right, 12 words, but it immediately validates a checksum if it's a valid BIP39 mnemonic. Okay, everything's spelled correctly. They're 12 words, but this is not a valid BIP mnemonic. Versus if I put in another 12-word seed phrase, it validates it, and now it's correct. You could also do that with 15 words, generate, and it immediately validates. You could do it with 24 word, generate, immediately validates. Okay, now let's talk about XRP seed, okay? The ones that start with an S. You could access that by hitting the XRP seed setting tab, okay? And here in this drop down menu, there's two cryptographic algorithms. There's the SecP256K1, and this one's the Bitcoin style elliptical curve. It's widely compatible, well tested, and it's what most XRP tools use by default. You also have the ED25519, which is the modern option. It's faster, produces smaller signatures, better for security properties. If you're building something new and don't need backwards compatibility, you want to go with ED25519. And look how quickly it generates. You just select it, generate, it generates and validates. If you select the sect P, generate, and instantly validate, generate. And you could do this via API. You don't have to do it within the GUI. Now, another point that I want to stress is that this immediately generates these words, and these are not test wallets, okay? That's what I want to stress. These are not test wallets. These are generating live wallets privately on this web server. That's why these keys, obviously the ones showing up on this video, nobody should create these wallets, right? So let's say if I grab this 12-word seed phrase, generate a wallet, I could copy that wallet. Let's go to XRP scan. If I paste that wallet in here, it's going to be a valid address. Obviously, it's not going to be activated because you have to deposit at least 1 XRP to activate this. But this tool not only generates the wallet, it gives you the public key, the private key, and the seed. Remember, you need the private key to sign off transactions off of this XRP wallet, okay? This XRP wallet here is useless without a private key to sign off signatures and then do transactions with them. Okay, simply wanted to stress that out. That's the purpose of this tool, and it has that capability. The next thing I want to talk about is the API endpoint capabilities. Okay, so here I have another terminal. This is my Raspberry Pi running here on the local network. So right now we're gonna test how this works. Okay, so we're gonna issue a curl command here. Let me get the IP address of this machine over here. Where did I put it? Right here. So we're gonna go to http://10.10.33.169, going through port 5000 /generate. Make sure I spelled it correctly. And we're going to add word count equals 24. We're going to pipe it and put JQ so that it formats the JSON that it returns back over here. There we go. Instantly generates the 24 word via API, right? I did a curl command. Now you could build your application on top of this, and then you could automate this. It generates it instantly. And here's all the query parameters, right? How many words you could include if you use this endpoint. If you use the generate seed endpoint, you could specify the algorithm. You could validate those words. You could send a list. Let's say you have your own list of words, right? You could send your own list of words, and it validates it here for you. And it also generates. Everything's already encrypted here. Now the question, where do you get it? Is it free? It's not free, and it's available on pcodeapi.com, which is my website where I develop API tools for people. Now, don't get discouraged. If you watch this far into the video, there is a coupon code that I'm giving to the first 100 people that are really interested in this tool. Let's go over here to Pcode API. Just hit shop. Come down here. The XRP wallet generator. I have it for $49. You can view all the details. Click buy now. And again, the first 100 people to use this promotional code, which I'm going to give it to you right now. It's YT for YouTube 2025. Apply. Get a 28% discount off the purchase. Now, what does this include? Any future updates that I make to this API tool, you get it for free. Also, it includes a README file. Let me see here. Once you purchase it, it includes a README file with a private email where you could reach out to me. If you have questions, suggestions, how to make improvements, or what other tools you need for your development process. You could also, once it's been purchased, you could add a review here to let me know what you think. Again, I want to thank you for watching this video. I will leave the link to this this tool if you are interested in purchasing it in the pinned comment below. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.